Dear student, today we will discuss about yarn unevenness. Whether we call it uneven yarn or even yarn, it is dependent upon the person. An optimist will call, say, if there is a glass of water which is half filled, so an optimist will call it as half filled, whereas a pessimist will call half empty. So, similarly, whether a yarn is even or uneven, it is dependent upon the person who is dealing with this. So, today we will discuss about the general terminologies, general references about variations in the materials. It is very difficult to form a perfect yarn, means which is perfectly regular, there is no variations at all in any of its characteristics, means it's fully regular because there are large number of the factors affecting it. Say, to produce a yarn with uniform character is impossible because there are large number of the variations. The material is being, with the existing spinning systems, the material is being arranged in a random way. Moreover, there are large variations in, particularly in the natural fibers, in their length, in their cross sections, and so on. So, considering all this, it is not possible to make perfect yarn which is perfectly regular, which is having no variations at all in its characteristics. So, what are the types of the variations that we must study? Say, in textile testing, while performing the experiments, you might have measured various characteristics, say the yarn twist, single yarn strength, lee strength, yarn diameter, etc. and etc. And in all cases, you must have calculated in your results CV, that is the coefficient of variations. And if you examine your results, you'll find that there is lot of variations in every characteristics. Whether you measure the variations in mass per unit length of the material, whether you measure the variations in the diameter, or twist variations, or variations in the strength, there are variations in all characteristics. And many of these variations are interrelated also. Say, if you measure the TPI, your machine is perfectly okay, but still it is giving variations in tons per unit length of the materials. Why? Because of presence of thick and thin places, the twist, it will try to have more turns in finer portions and less turns in the portions which are coarser. So, since there are variations in mass per unit length of the material, therefore, despite the fact that you are having perfect machine, perfect engineer, perfect setting, still you will be getting variations in tons per unit length. Similarly, there are variations in, say, strength of the material also, and generally thin places are weakest places. So, therefore, to these thin places, they are providing very less strength to the yarns. So, we can conclude that if somehow you can control the variations in mass per unit length, then we can also control the variations in other characteristics like variations in twist, variations in strength, etc. and etc. Therefore, it is essential to control all these variations, and hence we must in detail the variations in mass per unit length. Once these variations are controlled, other variations will be controlled. So in next lecture on evenness part 2, we will discuss how we express, how we measure these variations. Thanks.
कितने वीडियो बनाओगे यार?
हैं?
कितने वीडियो बनाओगे? हैं?
अरे वो तो है।